Hello everyone, and welcome to another reviewing stock video, I suppose. And you wondering why this video is filmed in vertical, so probably my bad. And I'm going to get into the correct aspect ratio where I actually supposed to record. Aha! That's more you like it! A very familiar 16:9 aspect ratio, and not that 9:16 vertical that I just recorded. Just burp. And from now on, as for this new reviewing style video, I'm going to review something that I have reviewed for a proposed video that I made like not a long time ago. So on that proposed reviewing style video where I have reviewed something that is actually have a very long cable and also it is a microphone. That is a Lavalier mic. So what the is this Lavalier mic? But probably so you guys have heard its name already. It is a microphone that it has a very long ass cable with a stupid 3.5 jack at the end for connecting to your camera, your audio equipment, your sound recorder, your laptop or your smartphone, your iPad, your bunch of audio equipment that you just plugged it in. And right now, without any falling nonsense, let's take a look at this chopping block right here. So here it is, boys. Right there. And this chopping block is featured in that proposed video where I reviewed this thing. So without any further, let's pick him up. Here it is. This is the Razeak Lavalier mic. So basically it is a Lavalier mic that the entire unit it is right here. This is the entire unit of the microphone, and the microphone itself it is just the receiver that is actually going to pick up all the sounds, and through this 3.5mm jack right here, which I have this adapter that it came with. So as you can see, here's what it looks like for the audio jack itself, which is a TRS plug. And this thing is also compatible with the wireless mic and an audio recorder too. And also you can plug this thing onto the microphone plug on your laptop or on your MacBook or on your PC or even on your camera or your camcorder. This thing is complete 100% universal. And now let's take a closer look at the entirety of the unit right here. So as you can see here for the entirety of the unit, and here is the place where you place or hold the battery, which is a coin cell battery. So on that time when I got this thing new back in August 2021, the coin cell battery it is included in the box. So it is probably a very China-made coin cell battery that it will last for long. So let me take a look at it. And here is what this coin cell battery that it came with the Lavalier mic looks like. So as you can see here, here's the brand of it. It is a soda button coin cell battery. Ew. This thing is completely made in China, so no surprise of why when I forgot to turn it off, it actually died out. So, but you know what? I'm actually going to stick with a Maxell coin cell battery like this. So let me take a look at it. So as you can see, here is a Maxell LR44 alkaline coin cell battery. So as you can see, it's actually the same size. So and here's the comparison between this soda LR44 alkaline battery and with this Maxell. But this thing it actually looks better than this one. So I have an anxiety that if I turn on all the time, the battery would die out. So you're probably going to end up using it with the smartphone if I want. So, and here's the place where you hold a coin cell battery inside the unit. And here is a switch right here that you're going to turn on the microphone unit if you want to use with the camera. So as you can see, the camera isn't focusing for some reason. So let me set autofocus for a second. And there we go. So as you can see here, here is a on mode for cameras, which this one is turned green. But if you don't want to use with a camera, or if you want to use with a smartphone, you just turn off. And you use it with a smartphone, it will be fine. So, but if you want to use with your camera or your audio equipment or whatever that is on a smartphone, so you just turn on to the section where the camera is supposed to be, and it would eventually turn off the section where the microphone is supposed to be for smartphones. But you know what? It didn't have LED incubation, so you're probably going to figure out by yourself when you plug this thing in onto your camera or your audio equipment or whatever by listening to the sound. And right now I'm going to turn it off to use with a smartphone. And also I'm going to take off this little foam windscreen right here to see the actual microphone itself. So as you can see, here's what it looks like for the actual microphone itself without the foam. So as you can see, here's what it looks like. The microphone is in there. So let's put the foam back in, and so, but for my best, I'm going to put this foam windscreen on for some situations, like if I'm in the windy situation. So this foam, it will be actually protecting the microphones for the horrors of wind noise coming into the microphone. And now, without any further ado, let's get this Lavalier mic onto the field audio test to see if the quality of the microphone itself, it is there any good. And also, I'm going to compare this microphone to this old champion right here, my good old MOAR BY-MM1 right here. This microphone, I got this thing back in Christmas in 2019. This one is actually an absolute Christmas gift. But you know what? This microphone, it still works, but despite it was being dropped and it actually have this white marking on it, but probably that's my cat's fault. So I'm going to put this really big windscreen back. And right now, without any further issues, let's get right into the actual field audio test of a Razeak Lavalier mic and compare the audio quality to the MOAR BY-MM1 to see if the audio sounds of these two is there any good or not. And now without any further, let's get right into this real field audio test of a Razeak Lavalier mic and compare to a MOAR BY-MM1, my good old champion. And now we are on the field audio test for a Razeak Lavalier mic and this good old champion MOAR BY-MM1 that I'm going to do for some audio comparisons with this Razeak Lavalier mic. And also, I'm not going to focus on the Bluetooth microphone of this thing, but since the Bluetooth microphone of this thing, it has a really faulty left microphone. But I'm just going to ignore that anyways. And right now, without any further, let's get this rubber band that wraps on the wire or the cable. This is how I actually stored this Razeak Lavalier mic inside this weird camera bag from the 90s. Pretty looking suspicious. And here's what it looks like on fold. Oh, look at this. And now, without any further, let's plug this Razeak Lavalier mic into the Samsung Galaxy A7 to see if the quality or the audio sounds that is coming from this microphone is sounding good. And right now, for the audio that you're going to hear right now, which is coming from this Razeak Lavalier mic, which right now I have plugged it in onto the Samsung Galaxy A7 2016. And also, I'm speaking onto this little foam windscreen right now, which is actually the microphone itself. But meanwhile, the entirety of the unit is right here, boys. And right now, this Razeak Lavalier mic is not running on a battery power. So this thing, it don't even care if you didn't have a coin cell battery in it. And also, this
Razeak mic is going to be compatible with the most of the smartphones of the era, like a Samsung Galaxy A7 and this Huawei P8, and also with this current smartphone, which right now I have it on my hand for 1 year now. Let's find out if the sounds that's coming from this MOAR BY-M1 is there any good. And right now I'm going to switch over to this MOAR BY-M1, but while I have a 7 rise audio cable in. And here's what my good old champagne from 2019 sounds like. Is there any better than this? And right now, no any further, let's get on to the conclusions for this Razeak Lavalier mic to see what I think or what I thought about this Razeak Lavalier mic. What you say? And right now, no any further, let's get on to the conclusions for this Razeak Lavalier mic right now. And now, what are my conclusions for this Razeak Lavalier mic and compared to the MOAR BY-M1? Let me just say that, but I'm going to say that to both because I couldn't tell, because these two microphones will actually have a very best audio quality, but while this one it has a better audio quality than this one, but since this one it is basically just a lavalier mic with a small top microphone being socket into the capsule of the microphone itself. And with this MOAR BY-M1, which it has a very big furry windscreen of like what on the Rode Video Micro have. But since this microphone it was being used in one of my videos, which I have reviewed this thing, a data thrust power USB hub right here, which is basically just a charger. And also this Razeak Lavalier mic is running on a battery power while it's being plugged in onto the Shure wireless mic. But I don't even know if that Shure wireless mic is actually a bootleg product or not, but probably I'm just going to leave that alone. So let me just say that the audio sounds, it doesn't sound too bad at all when it's actually being plugged in onto the different audio equipments. Like if I'm going to plug it in onto the laptop and record it onto the Audacity, this microphone, it doesn't sound too bad at all. But since this microphone is running on a battery power, so you're probably going to turn onto the camera mode to turn on everything on this microphone. But since I'm going to turn off and use with a smartphone if I want, but with this stupid big adapter right here, which it lets you plug it in onto the studio mixers, the roadcaster, or whatever, the jack that has a bigger than a 3.5mm jack. And you will need an adapter like this. So, and also I'm going to use this microphone in the different scenarios, like if you want to plug it in onto the sound card, which right now is on my laptop, this thing is actually going to be fine if I want to. Oh well, amogos. And right now that's about it for a Razeak Lavalier mic. The audio quality, it doesn't sound too bad at all, but probably I'm going to use it with the many of scenarios. And right now, that's real all about it for a Razeak Lavalier mic. And with that, thank you guys for watching this Razeak Lavalier mic review, and comment, like, subscribe, and don't forget to share this video if you want to. And I will see you guys later in the next reviewing stuff video. But since I'm going to do it on the weekends right now, but since the school is opening, and also this 6th of June I'm going to get onto the on-site learning, and I'm not going to active all the time like this. So, but probably if I'm going to do it on Saturday or Sunday, it's actually going to be, oh well, if I have enough time. And right now, that's pretty much all about it for a Razeak Lavalier mic. And once again, thank you guys for watching this video, and don't forget to like and comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later in the next video. but I'm going to do a good quality content like this. And this, probably my offense could remember this. Oh well. And I will see you guys later once again in the next reviewing stuff like this. Bye bye!
What the fuck, dude? Completely recording everywhere, dude.